Yeah, hi, my name is Basescu. I'm a law student at George Washington University. I'm here with Climate Defiance, and we're here blockading and barricading the Correspondents' Dinner held in Washington, D.C.
Why the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
Yeah, so this is going to be a gathering of a lot of really powerful people who, very frankly, all too often treat Washington, D.C. like their playground. It's not a playground. This is a place where real people live, where real people are affected by climate change every single day. And we want to make sure that we're getting our message in front of those people. There's going to be decision makers there, people from the White House, the President of the United States is going to be there. And we might not be able to control federal policy, but we can make it clear to Joe Biden that he made a promise during his campaign to everyone in America that he was going to shut down drilling and fossil fuel extraction on federal lands, and he hasn't done that yet. Not only has he not done that, but he's allowed more fossil fuel construction at a faster rate than Donald Trump has during his own administration so far into the term. That's unacceptable. He made a promise to the American people, and we're here to make sure he keeps it.
Now, there's going to be a whole bunch of journalists inside that the class of journalists that usually don't do a lot of coverage about either protests or climate. Do you have a message for them, or if?
Yeah, I promise you, whatever you're about to cover the next day, if it's something that happened online, if it's something that happened on social media, if it's something that happened with some big movers and shakers in whatever you're covering, it's not as important as climate change. You should cover this. It's going to affect, I don't care if you're covering agricultural issues, I don't care if you're covering local community interest, I don't care if you're the weather reporter. This is going to affect your job. You should care about this. The people that watch your material, the people that read your material are affected by this. They care about this. You need to cover this. This is a more important story than most anything else you could cover, and you should act like it.
Should have asked this first. What is Climate Defiance?
Climate Defiance is a youth-led climate organization that's been holding nonviolent civil disobedience and demonstration actions around the District of Columbia for federal officials, including Ali Zaidi, who's the White House Deputy Climate Liaison, who's also been getting our message in front of people like John Podesta, big movers and shakers, particularly in the Democratic Party and in the executive administration, because we know that they're the only ones who are going to do anything about climate change. We're targeting these officials because they're the ones who have at least said publicly they have a commitment to these issues. Republicans, we write them off. They're not going to do anything about this, period. But Democrats right now hold the White House, they hold the Senate. They are the ones that can do something about this. Just a few days ago, for example, the Senate blocked an environmental rule that would have cut down on harmful emissions because Democrats couldn't muster 50 votes to get there in Congress. Republicans, we already knew they were going to vote against it, but it is unacceptable that the Democratic Party cannot muster the capital and the effort to deal with climate change when we have so much power already, and we're going to make sure that that changes.